What day is it today?
Today is 17 May, so it's Norway's National Day. So we are here in Ålesund.
And we are in Norway, yes.
Yes, and we are in Norway, Ålesund, and we're going to celebrate it with them.
Yeah. And the weather is beautiful.
Oh, fantastic.
So what are they celebrating then?
On this, on May, on 17 May, they're celebrating the law, the foundation law for Norway, which was created in 1814. The thing is, in 1814, it was a truce, a peace negotiation between Sweden and Denmark. And Denmark at that time owned Norway. And since Denmark was on the French side in the Napoleon Wars and lost, they also lost Norway to Sweden. The Norwegians did not like that. They are tired of the Swedes, they were tired of the Danes, they wanted to be independent, so they created their own law. Now the Swedes did not like that. We had our first Jean-Baptiste Bernadotte, the officer from recruited as
Our first French king.
Our first French king recruited from France after he was an officer in the Napoleon War. Now, anyway, so the Swedish army went into Norway and told them,
You belong to us, but you can be kind of independent, but you belong to us, just so you know.
You can still have your own law, but you still belong to us.
Because I think there is a common mistake among Swedes that the Norwegian celebrates that they got rid of the Swedes, but that is not. They are celebrating this, that they did write their own law at that time. And kind of independent from the Swedes, but they still belong that. You know which, when they got totally separated from Sweden.
So the union between Sweden and Norway was dissolved, and that was in 1905, end of October.
Yeah, so it was not May then.
No, it's not May, no. So they are celebrating their...
So we can relax now when we go out on the streets that we are Swedes and celebrating with them.
Yeah.
Now we are ready to go and celebrate 17 May or the 17th of May.
Yeah.
And it gives a little midsummer feeling, I must say. They put on this birch trees on their boats, and a lot of people are dressed in their national dresses and everything like that, and that would be something that we would do in for midsummer in Sweden.
And they have dressed up their boats, so it looks really nice.
Yeah, it is, with the flags and everything. And they are dressed up themselves. This is the lineup, I think. This is the start of the procession or carnival, or what do you call it?
It's a procession more than a carnival, I'd say, because it is their national day, so it's I think it is pretty serious.
So this is where they start to line up. And I guess these ladies are in pole position. Are you trying to find out something?
Yes, I'm trying to find out the King of Norway. Why?
Why they have a king?
No, but we know from being in Scotland that Norway has had kings for like ages and ages, because they went over to Scotland and ruled and burnt and whatever they did there. So we know that, but then they went into union with Denmark, and then Denmark lost Norway to Sweden, and then they were again liberated in 1905 with no households, no countries ruling over them. So then they had to create a new king. So that's what I wonder. How did it become?
From having no king to having a king again.
So it was a referendum to remain a monarchy they wanted. So The first monarch was the Danish-born King Håkon VII, whose family consisted of the British Princess Maud and their son Olav.
Uh-huh.
It's King Håkon's descendants that today make up the current royal family of Norway. And Håkon, that is a name that also my father has, but it had been a long line of kings in Norway having that name.
Yeah. So here is where they're lining up to start the procession. And they're everywhere. Huh? They are really lucky with the weather, I must say. First, haven't been really doing a real celebration for 2 years, and then this
weather.
Yeah.
Somebody's watching over them.
For sure.
I think this weather is all over Norway today, actually.
Yeah. And
it's a big sun all over Norway.
And the most important is the kids these days, because they are the future, they say.
And many of them today naturally hasn't ever done this.
No, at least don't remember it the last time, because they were too small. So they are very excited. Yes. They're going up to prepare. So this is not the procession, this is just going up for, this is practicing. This is just a warm-up for
the big one coming.
Yeah. We are getting closer to the start now. It's starting to be a little bit quiet. Everybody is gathered all the way. I guess it's all the way to the church, and
that is a far way. It's going to be a long.
And there is even a MSC cruise ship in here, so there's like 5,000 people more here than.
And us too.
And us too, yeah. is like 5,000 people more here in Ålesund on 17th of May, 17th of May, because there is one of these in the MSC cruise ship. I guess there is like 5,000 people on one of these, if it's full anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so pretty.
It's a fantastic weather. But since we got the little midsummer feeling, we decided to have a herring lunch.
Yes.
Yeah, with everything. Even though it's only a Tuesday. But it's 17 May.
It is 17 May.
Their boats.
Yes, it looks wonderful.
Yeah. There are more people awake now than we left.
Just hold my hand and take me. Just hold my hand and take me.
Looks really nice.
Yeah. And then there is a cat by the hermelins, as we say in Swedish.
Yes.
A Swedish one over there. I think we have... there is another boat on top of us now as well.
Oh, really?
So we can go out and have a look here. Yes, you can see it here, where we are. Here we are, the Swedish hermelin, and there is like 3 boats. As we said before, we got a little midsummer feeling, so we are doing the
Traditional midsummer.
summer lunch would be that with herring and schnapps and everything. Gratulerar.
So we say, why not celebrate if you can celebrate?
Yeah.
Today we got 2 things to celebrate.
Yeah. And
17 May.
17 May, and we also had 1,000 subscribers on the YouTube. So that's a nice one.
This is like
And
what?
we are having some real stuff here as well. I don't know if you can read it. This is a proper Norwegian anchor dram that we got from our friends Janne and Steinar, who visit us this weekend. So let's dig in.